Yes, I am about 5 pounds lighter in the hair. Oh, you guys, this was my attempt to save $90 because I wanted a haircut so badly. I just didn't want to spend $90. And it really sucks to say that because that means I took $90 out of my hairdresser's pocket, and I don't feel great about that too. But times are a little bit tougher lately, and I am still trying to explore ways of saving money. Figuring out how to cut my own hair is something I've wanted to do for years. I've just never been brave enough to do it. And I understand many people went through the growing pains of this situation a few years ago in quarantine. I'm just a little behind the curveball, but we all have to get that first ugly duck one out of the way. So here we are, and it all grows back. I don't even care. I'm not trying to impress anybody. It's fine. It's kind of curly. You can't even tell. So it's going to grow back. Anyway, it is Transfer Tuesday, and we are a day late. I'm so sorry. I woke up Monday with a wrenched back, and it never lasts more than one day. Normally, it's sleep it off. We're fine the next day. With that train of thinking, silly me volunteered for field work for yesterday. So unfortunately, I woke up yesterday with a still wrenched back, and it was freezing outside. So I was hobbling around, freezing my butt off, unable to stand upright. Unfortunately, today is day 3 with still wrenched back. So we are moving slow today. But my apologies for being late. Here we are. Even though it's Transfer Tuesday on a Wednesday, we're still going to take a look at our finances, see if we can move any money into a positive direction, whether that is saving, investing, debt pay down, whatever you're getting after. Weekly habit. Ooh, actually, 2 more things real quick before I give you the transfers. Update on the pension cash out that I've been waiting for 4 months. I think I started that process. Was it August? Yes, at least. Maybe before that, but oh my god, what a train wreck. I swear Fidelity has gone out of their way to keep me from being able to cash out my dang pension. I'd call in, the representative would be like, oh, you didn't do this or fill out this thing. So we'd go through that process. Weeks would go by. I'd call again. What's going on? Oh, you didn't do this right, or we didn't get your photo ID. Okay, well, could someone tell me this kind of thing next time? So, oh my god. Yes, I'm going to expedite this right now. I'm going to call you back personally and let you know if there's anything else we need. I heard that 3 times from 3 separate agents. Do you think any one of them called me back once? No. I think on Monday, I got 2 emails, both about my pension, but one from like my old workplace, HR, whatever, and then one from Fidelity that was like, your pension's finally processed. Here's your estimated payout and payout date. So, holy cannoli, supposedly January 1st, they are paying out my pension, or thereabout, they said, so whatever. Thank you. Because if you're new here, I'm cashing out my pension because it was sitting at 3.8% APY for growth, and that was slated to be locked in for until the next, when is that, April, when they reassess the Fed rates, or whenever it is, I don't know. I have multiple savings accounts doing much better than that in the APY department. Okay, we use the term much loosely, but still. So yes, I'm taking a tax hit on it on the payout, and I'll take another tax hit on it come tax time. I understand this, but that money is going to be part of my down payment or money for renovations or whatever, of a house hack or whatever, that I know I can turn into a much better investment return than 3.8%. And I specifically stayed at my last job for 5 years plus 1 day to make sure I got full invested payout from that dang pension. So it was a tactical move to get that money so that I could use it. So I know some people think it's dumb to cash out pensions or retirement accounts in general, but that guy had a specific purpose. And so that's why I'm cashing it out. I'm trying to retire a hell of a lot sooner than 65, so I'm planning to put that money to good use now. And then yesterday, I got a text message from my lenders, my mortgage lenders, one of them. I actually applied with 3 or 4 different ones a few months back, but there's a particular one that I like the best. It's a team of brothers, and they reach out to me periodically. So they texted me yesterday and were like, hey, how's it going? Just checking in on you, because obviously I've been kind of radio silent in the home shopping department, and my pre-approval letter just expired probably in the last couple of weeks. I was like, oh, good timing. I was actually going to reach out to you and ask you to renew my pre-approval letter, but yeah, it's not going great, obviously. Market's a bit, you know. And he was like, yeah, I get it. Are you working with an agent? And I was like, yeah, kind of. They're not very enthusiastic or helpful with me at all. I'm probably a small sale for them, so they don't care. But I'm also kind of a pain in the ass because I'm looking for a pretty niche thing. So I get it. They're not very proactive with me, and they're not super communicative when I do ask them questions. So that hasn't been inspiring for the whole situation either. But my lender was like, you know what? Let me hook you up with some people that I know. Let me reach out. And I was like, okay, super. And these guys are awesome. They're like my age, I think. So they're very, they've got some gumption, and I like that. So they connected me with one particular agent who actually lives in southern Massachusetts in the area that I'm looking for. So helpful right there, number one. I just got off the phone with him just as an introduction phone call, and he seems super enthusiastic, also my age, very energetic, and he's also looking for a house hack in the exact area that I am. Obviously, we talked about how times are a bit hard right now, and small multifamily properties are still a kind of a hot commodity, but we're not still in the bidding war situation we were kind of in, even a year or 2 years ago. So things are okay. And he's like, if you're willing to be flexible on location, we can certainly have a much better shot of staying in your price point. And I said, heck yeah, I don't care. As long as the numbers make sense and it's not a street I feel uncomfortable on, I'm pretty wide open. Feeling refreshed and reinvigorated after that phone call. And it kind of fits in line with this whole wanting to start from scratch with my finances and reassessing where I'm at right now, because I'm still having paycheck to paycheck anxiety. 10 months ago, I took a 50% pay cut for this job, and in that 10 months, the economy's also inflated quite a bit as well. And so I'm feeling the pinch a little bit more and more. And the last few months have been, I don't want to say I'm panicky, but a little bit. And, I'm going to share a transfer from my latest paycheck. And it's still such a blessing that I'm even able to have extra money to save it all. I hate even saying out loud that it's discouraging to me to only save, a few $100 a paycheck when that kind of amount could be financially life-changing for a lot of people right now. And I don't take that for granted, but I don't know, it's just old phobias I'm having from when I was actually really living paycheck to paycheck. I'm really afraid of slipping back into that, just like I was right before I left that job. You guys saw me panic through that a little bit, and I'm still having some of that kind of, this isn't enough, I'm not making enough progress fast enough kind of mentality, but without realizing it's for different reasons now. Now I just want fast progress, whereas before I wanted any progress. And now I have 12 months of emergency expenses saved up, whereas before I had 0. So things are significantly different now, even though they're tight again. I'm gonna be fine. I have this Transfer Tuesday habit in my life of every week making conscious effort to save, invest, pay down debt, whatever it is. That's kind of feeding into wanting to do a financial reset and really start from scratch, to reset my thinking and say, look, going forward, this lower amount is what you're going to be saving every month, and it's okay, because look at all these other savings accounts and investment accounts that you have. This is a completely different financial foundation from before, when you were living paycheck to paycheck without any savings or any investments. I need to reset myself in that way, so I'm going to be doing that. It's just, I don't know, unfun economic times, I guess, was the point of that. Enough rambling. Transfers from the last week. So last Tuesday, on the 21st, after I filmed last week's video, I got my YouTube paycheck, and that is going into my student loan savings / emergency savings, whatever. Last week, we left that account with $31,908. The YouTube paycheck of $204.10 was added in there. And then the next day, on the 22nd, my W-2 job paid us out early because of the Thanksgiving holiday. And from that paycheck, I was able to set aside $300 towards my savings. And that brought my savings account up to $32,412, which is so exciting. That money is sitting in my SoFi savings account, which is currently getting 4.6% APY. It's so fun to see how much interest accumulates in the account month after month, especially as the balance keeps growing. It's going up a little bit. So I'm really excited for that. You guys are a huge part of that, and I appreciate you all so very much. And on that same day, I also got a super thanks notification that Carol had gifted me $25 using the super thanks option below the videos. So I will get that paid out in my next YouTube paycheck, which might be December 21st. I don't know if I'll hit the payout threshold for November. It's not looking good, but that's okay. It'll come sometime in the future. Carol has been such a gem on my financial journey. I appreciate you so much, Carol. You are so kind to me. That's all I have for transfers. Probably in my next video will be like me doing a financial reset, and I want to like reset my vision board and just really let go of all of my anxiety baggage from before and remind myself I'm gonna be okay. I'm all right. Stop worrying so much. The economy, it's gonna do what it's gonna do, and there's nothing I can do about it but continue to bolster up my personal financial situation by continuing to save, continuing to invest, because I don't talk about it when I get paid, but every paycheck, of course, I'm dumping into my 401k as well and an HSA, because I'm not big on retirement accounts because I want to retire in the short term, not when I'm 65, but I will appreciate those accounts when I do get to 65, and it will allow me to slow down a bit from whatever the heck I end up doing between now and then. But so my focus is in the now more so than it is in the future, but the things that I'm doing in the now are to set myself up for the future. And so I find it really fun to map out those things, but I haven't done it in a while. I haven't done it. You know what? I never even did that after I walked away from my last job and took this pay cut and like reassessed myself, did I? Like that was a huge financial shift. Why did I not do that then? Well, we're doing it now. The economy's changing. Things are changing. So my plan should change a little bit too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you immensely. As always, let me know down below what money moves you guys made towards your financial goals, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.